Today we get a teaching moment or two as things surface and lowers our energy, or at least tries to. We need to combat this energy, utilize it for success. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies, and together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, how to utilize this energy, and move forward successfully today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and welcome to your daily focus for July the 21st, 2023. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Let's start with the numerology. We have a 21 today, and the 21 is all about endings. The 21 is all about tying up those loose ends before we go forward into the next endeavor and the next one and the next one. Now, I think where we're tying up loose ends today is maybe something that we have pushed down that is hurtful or shameful or dark or deep, private. And bringing those to the surface so that they no longer play a part of our energy going forward. 2 plus 1 is a 3. That is about the transformation of who you are becoming. What do you want to bring into your reality? Think of along those terms today. It's a very creative number as well, and it's a very talkative number. So we could be talking with each other today. But we might be more pulled back today. We may not feel like talking today. So it could be more of using our words, talking to God, source, our angels, or spirit guides. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, we have a 7 plus a 3 plus a 7, which is a 17 energy. And the 17 energy is about making the impossible possible. Once again, I'm being drawn towards our emotions, our feelings, when I'm thinking of the 17 number today. Yes, it's making the impossible possible. It's like you've had some kind of trauma or tragedy in your life that you feel that you will never be able to move past. You will never be able to truly let it go in the way that you want to. And so today is the day where we can make the impossible possible for ourselves. Okay? It's all about loving ourselves. It's all about growing that love. And so we do release. We do allow healing. We do let it go. Sun is in Cancer. Moon is in Virgo. Now, Mars was opposite Saturn yesterday and gave us some challenges. Absolutely. Now, today we have the Sun opposing Pluto. So, yes, more challenges. Now, this kind of energy will pull us maybe into deep, buried, and probably unresolved or unresolved, I would think, memories. And they start to surface within us. And this can start to put us on an edge. We can be very defensive. And we definitely don't want to start going down those rabbit holes and feeling that way and embracing those kinds of emotions. So we need to embrace this as a teaching moment from Source to clearly see perhaps where we've been holding on to something too tightly. Or maybe we have been allowing or giving away our own personal power. So these are truly moments where we can allow our soul to evolve, to let go of negative energies that we carry with us from month to month and year to year. So it's coming toe to toe with a new understanding of how we can take charge of our life. Where we may have tried to take a shortcut and we've erred, and forgiving ourselves for those kinds of things. And taking a fresh step forward, feeling the energy of being able to succeed now. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Now, I am having a little bit of a contest for all of you who show up, regardless of, my timetables, and I haven't been as present as I would like to have been so far this year, but I've got a couple of months free. Who knows? After that very, very successful wellness retreat at Good Earth at Starved Rock. And Cece, thank you so much once again. Just watch for things to grow in Illinois, because it will be mind-blowing. It will be mind-blowing of the kind of wellness retreats that will be offered there on a regular basis. Anyways, and I may or may not be a part of it. I just know that will be happening. It'll be growing. Anyways, where was I going with that? I probably was going to talk about my book, my journal. This is a time when the nodes are changing into Aries and Libra. Okay, the North Node goes into Aries, so that's the head of the dragon, and of course Libra now is the tail of the dragon. And it's really about, we work so hard for some of our things, and we have worked hard in the past for things only to watch them slip through our fingers. Maybe as we are nearing the finish line, maybe a couple of months or years into it, they just didn't have that grounding, that deep root. And a large part of that kind of energy stems from what we think we deserve in life, what we think we are worthy of. And if you say, Tilly, I know I'm deserving. Well, how deserving? Because you're very deserving, not just a little bit deserving. I'm here to tell you that. I know for sure that the more that you fall in love with yourself, your path, your environment, your tribe, your friends, your family, the more you start branching out and realizing the beauty of who you are, the magic of what is contained within your vessel. I'm telling you, those things that you build on will be long lasting. They'll have substance, and they'll stay, and they'll grow, and they'll mature into new and more wonderful things as you move forward. But it all starts with starting to love yourself. It all starts. So I'm challenging you to the next 30 days. Whether or not you get my book or my journal, that would only, I got a Dylan hair or something there. That will only, sorry, that will only push you forward. That will only give you the lightning speed that you probably desire. But do something in your life in order to grow your love for yourself. Absolutely. With or without me. I worked very hard on the journal and the book. There is a lot of information there. There is a lot of work also to be included within those pages. It is in digital format, so you can do it right on a tablet or a phone, as far as, well, both the book and the journal. Anyways, thank you for, oh yeah, I was going to say thank you. Thank you for the Instagram. Instagram. So join my Instagram. I'll put the information in the box. Do not go to a tarot with Tilly, because that I got hacked a couple of years ago. I haven't been able to ever rid Instagram of those pages completely the way I would like to. So stay away from that. Okay. It's Tilly Tarot Today is the one that you want. So I'll put it down below. And enter, by subscribing, you automatically get entered into a free reading from me, perhaps. We'll throw your name in a hat and we'll see who gets pulled. I'm probably going to pull several. And if you're already a subscriber on my Instagram, you're already in the draw, okay? So let's get to the cards. Our shadow card today is two cards wanted to come out again. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. I'm going to tell the story because I haven't told it in quite a while. And so there was this prophecy in this land. Oh, I'm starting it wrong, aren't I? Anyways, let's start at the beginning. My goodness. I'm still, I've been in so many time zones within the last 2 months. I really don't even know what day it is sometimes. I don't know if I should be waking or sleeping. It's just, I go up, forward 6 hours and back 2 and up 5. And I'll get the fog cleared soon, I promise. Young woman is spinning threads. She had learned how to make different sizes of ropes, different strengths, different colors, thin, thick, whatever the job needed. And one day her father says, we need to pack up our wares and go and sell them, daughter. And while we're gone, we should look for a husband for you. And she said, yes, father. And she packed everything. And then there was a giant storm on the boat that they took. And she was the only one that was washed up shore. And these guys grabbed her and they took her and they sold her. And one gentleman thought I could probably give her a nicer life than most of these people betting on her. So he bought her and took her home and showed her how to make different fabrics. thick as a tarp and as thin as the finest silk linens you'll find. And she learned all the different methods of making fabrics, different colors of fabrics, different strengths of fabrics. And one day he says, we need to pack up and go and sail away and sell the wares. And she said, of course. So she packed up, and pirates overtook the ship, and they took her hostage, and they put her on a work crew to make those giant poles for the sails. And one night there was a horrifying storm, and once again she was washed up on shore. And first she shook her hands and she said, why? Why do you do this to me? Every time I think I've got my life down pat, every time I think I've got a place in this world and friends, you go and you pull the carpet from under me. You change everything. You take it all away. Why do you do this? And as she's cursing the skies, these two guards come up, and they say, we have to take you to the emperor. And she says, of course you do. And away she goes to the emperor. She sits in front of the emperor, and the emperor says, there's always been this prophecy that a lone woman would wash up on our shores, and she would build the most fabulous tents all the world has yet to see, and she would make the emperor very rich and his kingdom very rich as well. Are you she? And she thought about it, and she thought, well, I could probably do that, yeah. So great, let's get to work. And as they needed things, of course, it had never been established. So she says, don't worry, I know how to make it. I know how to do it. Just give me a team. Give me these raw materials, and we won't have problems. All of a sudden, I mean, the king is rich, and people came for miles upon miles upon miles just to see these beautiful colored tents that none had ever seen the like of before. And so she found herself back in front of the emperor, and the emperor says, you have brought me all of this joy, all of this abundance. What can I do for you? And after a moment's thought, she said, well, a long time ago, I started out with my father to find a husband. I guess I would like a husband. He said, marry me. And well, they lived happily ever after. So you've been through a lot of paths, and maybe some of those paths haven't made sense, but they too come to light today. So once again, these paths come to light today. And these paths are very strong paths. You've walked them with a sense of courage, a sense of direction. You met your obligations. There are successes to be had. Okay, but now you hold this new one in your hand, and you're kind of thinking about, should I take this path on? But it really is a culmination of all those paths that you've walked before. So maybe way back when you weren't prepared to marry the emperor, but it's always been your hope and dream, and this could be the final destination towards it. So it's towards our destiny. Our first card is the Devil. Well, the devil is here to say, burn away what is old, what doesn't have any value anymore in your life, doesn't strengthen you, doesn't support you, doesn't move you into the places or the environments you want, or the people you want to be around. Maybe it's people themselves that you need to change in your life. But it's looking at these things, these environments, and it's allowing yourself to allow it to go to ashes, so that you can walk forward, so you have space to open up to new realities coming into your life, new adventures, new momentum moments. Okay. They give me words sometimes, I tell you. I don't even know how to say them. This is about changing habits. This is about changing behaviors. This is about understanding, you ended up in that snake pit because you were so aggressive in the situation. You wouldn't listen to anybody, perhaps. And now you know to back it up a little bit, to hear what they have to say. Maybe it'll be aggression at the end of it anyways, but at least you've got a step. You've gained wisdom by going through that challenge before. And I'm sure it's not just one challenge or trauma that we've all been through. So it's about looking at our habits, looking at our behaviors, and changing them and starting new paths forward within our habits and behaviors. Things that has value, things that will support us, things that will move us in the right direction. We have the Nine of Cups. Well, we haven't seen the Nine of Cups for quite some time. It's been months. And this is about making wishes. And this is about understanding that we don't just make one wish, and then we wait 365 days to make another. Okay, I don't know who came up with that and why we all fell for it, but a pessimist for sure. Start listing different wishes in different parts of your life. Do a pie, right? Career and health and well-being and relationships and study and adventure and whatever you want on that pie, and start making at least 2 to 3 wishes for each part of that. Start expanding your horizon is what this card is about. Start expecting more from yourself, because as you grow to love yourself, you will see your potential clearer, astoundingly clearer. The moon is our last card, and that is about honoring our inner self, understanding how we find joy in life, happiness, contentment. What is abundance truly to us when we look at our heart center? What are the things we want? Close relationships, a loving family, a best friend, people at work that you can trust and be a part of that group, or maybe in the community. Maybe it is being successful in a career and charging forward and changing the lives of others in some way. How do you gain happiness? Is it beading, making necklaces and earrings? Is it painting? Is it sculpting? Is it gardening? Is it building a house, or building something out of a pallet or something? A flower basket or something? I don't know. Flower box, I guess it'd be. And this is about finding that peace of mind because you are honoring your inner wishes of joy and happiness, that you're allowing things like that to be a part of your life. You're scheduling it. You're making room for it. Okay, we have be gentle with yourself, the 33 energy. Be gentle with yourself. Now, the 33 energy is by far the the numerology. It's a master number, but boy, the people that carry that one, they usually don't see their successes till much later in life, and they have to go through so much more in the sense of traumas in order to evolve into the person that is the one holding the hand of another that has gone through similar things in their life. So the 33 energy, my heart always goes out when I do a reading and I find a 33 energy sitting with me, because I know their path is not easy at all, but it is very joyous in the end, in the difference they make in the lives of many. Okay, be gentle with yourself. The 33 energy is here for us. And maybe something will call out. This artist is great for putting pictures within pictures within pictures. So see if something calls out to you personally, and ask, Google the spiritual meaning of. Okay, maybe you see the path or a deer. Anyways, a time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward, which would have been the Nine of Wands. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for the new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. All signs are positive. So that was our underlying energy coming full force again within the oracle cards. We'll get an animal card. And we have the tiger, the fire energy. So I choose to be unstoppable. So choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. So your heart center is your true power. Your happiness, your joy is your true power. Your love for yourself is your true power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. And know that when you need help, they've always shown up. I'm sure we can all look back and see a time in our life when we were sure we weren't going to make it through. And we were sure that, our lives would implode. And they didn't. And here you are today because of that. So know that when you need the assistance, when you need the help, just call on them. They're waiting. They're willing to support you in whatever whatever you are going through. And until we meet again, okay, be the tiger, be the fire. And remember, I do love you.